Hello, welcome back to Dry Creek Beekeeping. So today I am once again going to be taking a look at the hive splits. I know I just did this last week, but there are a couple things that I want to check on a little bit further. I really want to make sure these hives have the best chance possible to survive winter, and so I kind of want to go through a few ideas. I still have a little time before winter, so I can just test these things out. And without any further ado, let's get on with the video. Alright, so this is going to be a little bit different from usual. Usually I check on one hive and then the other, but I'm going to be treating them both the same today. So I'm going to be checking on them at the same time. Alright, so last week I checkerboarded these frames, and I want to check to see if they actually did anything with that. And in fact, it looks like the Epsilon hive here did actually do stuff with those frames. In fact, it looks like every single frame is filled. And with the Ada hive, well, they did not do anything, unfortunately. So that kind of brings me to my thoughts on these two hives as I am getting just swarmed by bees right now. They are pretty aggressive. There's a low pressure system coming in. But, so I don't think this hive is going to survive the winter. The Ada hive, I really just don't think they're going to be able to survive. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with them. Maybe I will attempt to have them survive. At the end of the day, I don't really think it's that likely. So I might just combine this hive with that hive. If I do that though, it's going to be later in the year. For right now, I want to see about putting a second box on this hive and seeing what they'll do with that. And I've got the second box right here, so I'm going to put that on. This box here, all the frames are fully filled out. As you can see, this was from the hive that recently died, which was the Gamma hive. And it did have some wax moth issues, but those have been sorted out. And I'm basically just going to be putting that entire box on here and seeing if the queen lays a bunch of eggs in it and is able to make a very strong hive, or at least moderately strong hive before winter. Because I need them to at least be decently strong. It doesn't have to be the strongest hive in the world. All right, so this box is on. It has a lot of honey in it, but it also has a lot of just dead drone brood, and it's been sitting there for a couple of weeks. So I don't know how nasty it is. These hives have been in the freezer, so I'm guessing it's not going to make the hive sick. But that is also something to watch out for. I'll be back in 2 weeks to check on this hive and see how they're doing with those frames. With the Ada hive here, I still don't know what to do, to be honest. They're just really slowly progressing, very slowly. And I don't have the frames necessary to try to build them up, nor do I have the time. But for now, I'm just going to leave them. If I do end up having to combine them with this hive, then I guess that is what it is. Otherwise, I might try to condense them down into a nuke and see if I can overwinter the nuke. Although that seems not that likely, to be honest. But we'll see. Alright, so to recap what I saw and what I did here today, basically I just wanted to go over a few more ideas and check to see how they're doing rebuilding those frames and try to get a more concrete understanding of what I need to do to help them survive the winter. And it didn't really clear much up. The Epsilon hive isn't doing bad, really. I think that they have a pretty decent chance of surviving the winter as they are if the queen can get up into that second box that I added and fill out those already built frames with brood. Now the Ada hive, on the other hand, is not doing nearly as well. They haven't filled out any of the frames. They still only have like 5 frames worth of comb, and they just aren't really expanding that fast. So either I'm going to condense them down into a nuke and see if I can overwinter that, or I'll have to add them to a different hive. I'll probably add them to the Epsilon hive, or maybe I'll add them to the other hives. I'm not really sure yet. But that's kind of where I stand on that. Thank you for watching this video, and if you did enjoy, please make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next video.